Once upon a time there was a mum who thought she was pretty ordinary. She had a job, a pretty ordinary kind of job, and she did her best to fit work in and around her family. She tried to strike a good balance. She thought she was pretty good at juggling it all, but at the end of the day there didn't seem to be an awful lot of time left for her. She felt that with family life there came constant sacrifices. She knew that one day she'd get a bit of me time back in her life. If she was really honest with herself, she often felt run down. She lacked energy and motivation. She often caught colds from the kids and was fed up feeling less than 100%. She had a friend who kept telling her to boost her immune system so that she could stay well rather than to worry about illness or when it might happen. But she really didn't understand how to do that. Boosting her well-being and her immunity wasn't something she knew much about. She saw fitness and people on Instagram. They were all thin and so perfect. None of them could possibly be an ordinary mum like her. How on earth did they manage to look that good? She hardly had time to wash her hair. Nobody she knew was doing wellness, and it all felt like a wee bit of a minefield. She knew she needed to make a change, but she had no idea where to start. She was all right, wasn't she? Why should she worry about being ill when she wasn't? Why should she worry about being well when she felt okay? So she put on her comfy joggers and sat down on the sofa to watch Netflix, just like she did every day. "I'll do it tomorrow," she said. One day, completely out of the blue, everything everyone knew changed. The curse of a virus spread across the world and turned many lives upside down. Our regular mum found herself in a new role. All of a sudden, her status was elevated to that of a key worker, a very important person. So important that she was suddenly playing a huge part in keeping the country running. A big job for an ordinary mum. But she was proud to serve the people and to do her part. Her community put lovely signs out and they clapped for her and her other key worker friends. It was so nice to be appreciated. It's just she started to feel really scared and stressed. There were so many mixed messages in the news, and everyone she came in contact with shared their fears and worries with her. She smiled politely, but they just made her feel worse. Everything was so strange. She felt fear rising. She worried about her mum and her dad who were in a care home. She worried for her children who were still going to school even though others got to stay home. And she was increasingly worried about the mental health of her husband who had lost his job. What would happen if she got sick? How would the family keep going? Would the whole pack of cards come tumbling down? One day she got home after another exhausting shift at work and she saw that her fabulous friend had posted about a wellness series made for people like them, by some ordinary yet passionate mums who'd become healthier and happier by changing their life habits through addressing their well-being. There were videos made by professional practitioners in things like yoga, meditation, healthy digestion and self-massage. There were some things that we could do as a family and even something especially for pregnant mums. It was as if it had been made for her by people whose businesses couldn't work as normal because of social distancing, by people whose jobs it was to make other people feel better. And then she saw this huge, beautiful call to action. Take 10 minutes for yourself. And then she realised that her dinner wasn't ready for 15 minutes and the kids were in bed, and she thought she could. So she followed the instructions, she got herself comfortable, and it was okay. It was all stuff she knew how to do. So she decided to find out what she could learn to help herself and her family be happier and healthier. She chose to empower herself by taking action. Click here to choose the next chapter to your health journey.